Recording in progress. Atmandan Masters, divine greetings everyone. This is Madhu Soni, welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group Masters. Very warm welcome to all the old and new participants. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for sharing your precious time, space and energy with each other, Masters. Really, really grateful that you all make your time and you come here, you share this time, energy, resources with each other. So thank you so much and love you all. So thank you, Masters, again, once again. The more I say, it is less. That's what I feel. That's why I say thank you more. Anyhow, so before we start, let us first pray to the Divine Masters, give our gratitude to all the Masters for helping us, guiding us, and then we are going to start the session. So I ask you all to come join your hands with me, along with me. Let us pray to the Masters and give our gratitude. So, dear Masters, we are really grateful for all that you do for us, for all the resources, protection, guidance, and also for helping us connect with your consciousness, the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you give us. That is so blissful, and filled with good wishes and blessings. We always would like to have you connected with us. We want you all to help us, guide us. We give our gratitude to each and every master who is present here, to all the ascended masters, to all the Param Guru Mandali masters, to all the masters from all the spiritual realm, angelic realm, astral realm, who all are connected with Most High. We are really grateful to Mother Earth, Father Universe, Mother Nature, Sun, Moon, constellations, our divine feminine and masculine energies. We are really grateful to each and every one of us, for each and every one of the masters. We are really grateful to Pitamaha Brahmrishi Patriji, Mahavatar Babaji, to all the divine beings, to all the divine masters, to all the masters from the light world, from the consciousness world. Thank you so much. Please help us align with the soul plan, purpose, and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnations. Thank you so much, Masters. It's really been wonderful that we are living this life. In this life journey, we are going ahead with our soul plan and purpose. So we ask and pray that you help us connect with your consciousness, help us understand the wisdom, knowledge that you give, help us reveal the messages that you get. May we understand those messages. Thank you so much for each and every blessing. Please keep your grace on each and every one of us, on the meditators who are present here at Light and Soul, and also people who are present in Love Light Starshine YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Masters. Thank you. So, Masters, this is just a divine prayer, a simple prayer that we should all do always, and may we always connect with the Masters. So let us begin. So welcome to You Can Heal Your Life today. So today, as we proceed, we are going with You Can Heal Your Life. So I have just a simple thing that I have prepared. Thank you, Nina ji, and thank you to everyone. So, okay, here it is that I prepared today. The thing that we are doing is part 2, chapter 2, what do we do now? So today's message that Louise L. Hay Master, who has written this wonderful book called You Can Heal Your Life, is telling us, like, part 2. So till now we have done, so this is the thing that I would like to show you all so that people know what book we are doing, and not every time I should just, share the book. Definitely I have the book. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So these are some of the book ideas that you, not book ideas, sorry, book covers that you will see available. So this book that you can see is You Can Heal Your Life, Masters. And one second, yeah. So one of the book, the PDF that we are getting is in this form, the book cover. And then Louise L. Hay is the lady here in red. And then another one with the heart. This is also another cover. This one is also another cover down here with the blue cover. And then these are the postcard messages, basically. It actually carries beautiful message for everyday cards, And the one that is here, if you can see, on my right, basically that is your You Can Heal Your Life. Okay, not right, but I think on my left maybe you might see, right? So You Can Heal Your Life is the book with purple, blue and little, and so many hearts are made here, right? So this is the book. And the book, if you want to see, this is the book that I'm having, okay? This one is the physical book. Okay. So now let me start. Okay. Yeah. So last time we have done part 2, chapter. Sorry, by mistake I have written chapter 2. It is chapter 5, Masters. Okay, one second. Let me change that. Otherwise, it will all be. Uh, one second. Give me a second. So it is chapter 5. Okay. Yeah. Now perfect. So here it is. So today we are going to learn about what do we do now. So what are we going to do in this chapter? We are going to change. We are going to talk about lot of change. Okay. So this is where today's session is going to start. So first point that Louise L. Hay says about is that we need to decide to change. What do we do? So what do we do now? When we have, last time, I think it was Rani ji taking the chapter 4. Is it true? Is it true? So before that, we have done the first one that I did was what I believe in chapter 1. Chapter 2 was what is the problem? And then chapter 3, chapter 2 was taken by Neena ji. Chapter 3, Sanjay ji has taken. So where does these thoughts come from? Where does it come from? And then chapter 4, is it true? And now chapter 5, what do we do now? So here, Louis Alhay says that like we should be ready to change. We should decide to change, make a decision. Decide to change is basically the point when you start giving up, right? So here, let us first read the points and then we're going to go in detail inside the points. So first one that she mentions is decide to change. With comes second point that comes is make a decision to be willing to change. Make a decision to be willing to change. And then the third is house cleaning. Fourth is many ways to change. So once you are on this last point, there are two exercises, the third and fourth. With third, the house cleaning, there is exercise I am willing to change, and in the form of affirmation there is something. And then fourth, many ways to change, again there's an exercise, again telling you. First one in the house cleaning was I am willing to change, I am willing to change, I am willing to change. But in the fourth one, Louis L. Hayes says willing to change, now letting go of all kinds of resistance or any when you are not accepting anything. So now let us begin with the decide to change. So here, Louis Alhay says that sometimes when we are tired and we are frustrated, what happens? We are basically, when we decide to change, what is the first thing? We are basically frustrated and we become, so angry at our own selves and we start seeing the patterns. So she says, what do we do now? I see my patterns and I choose to make changes. So sometimes what do? We throw up our hands in horror at the way we may call the mess of our lives. And just giving up are the ways many people react at this point. So what happens when we give up? Why do we give up? Because now we are frustrated, we are angry, and we find no way to change. Because basically what is happening, the more we become angry, the more we tend to release this anger outside in the outside world. What comes back? So the energy that you put out is the energy of anger and frustration or giving up. So what happens when you send this radiation or when send this energy vibration outside? You actually attract the same coming back to you, meaning whatever you send out is the same thing that comes back to you. And then again you become more angry, you are in that anger state, and then what happens? You think that now nothing can be done, so you give up, you are frustrated, and then you start thinking that so here she says that others get angry at themselves or at life and also give up. By giving up, she means deciding it's all hopeless and impossible to make any changes, so why try? So that's what we also go ahead and think about. Oh my God, that's really hopeless. No, like no worth doing certain things, because the more we do it, it will end up uh, doing the same thing. But do you think that will create a more mess, or it will create a cleanliness in your life? So that is what Louis Alhay says, that it's all hopeless and impossible to make any changes. So why try? The rest of it goes. Just stay the way you are. At least you know how to handle that pain. Because we are so much into trauma bonding, basically, that we go ahead and try to bond with the same trauma, same kind of thing, same kind of habits, and we give up. And because we give up, what happens? There is no change, nothing happens. And then the same frustration, same anger builds up, builds up, builds up, because we are habitual of living in the same mess. We are not ready to change. So decide to change. That's what she says, that until you decide to change. So when you decide to change, what happens? So she says that what good does that do? It's a foolish reaction to waste your time. So only getting angry. It's also a refusal to perceive life in a new and different way. So now she says that only if that makes you. So how many people they have tried this and they have decided to change, but they try to control or they try to improve things for a while, and they think yes, everything will change, but they have decided to change, but are you ready to change? So if I say at this time, let me stop the share. So at this time, when I say, masters, I don't see any one of you, so show me your face, come on. Yeah, so here the point is that when I say that I want to change, how many of you would like to change? Really? Okay. For example, let me do this exercise. Let me ask each and everyone. Yeah, Neena ji, thank you so much. Yes, Neena ji.
Yes, Madhuti, I would love to change myself
Yes, and
in
what
so
what
many
is
ways.
what is so one question that I would like to put in front of you is, what is that you want to change in your life or for yourself? It's okay, if you don't feel like sharing, that's okay, but I would like you to be, I want you to be honest, but if you don't, that's okay. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, okay? Very, very truly, okay? Anything
Uh,
that you
uh,
can share in front of everyone.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, you are muted again. Sorry. Unmute yourself.
Is it good now? Okay.
Yeah.
So, first thing is, I want to be fit and healthy. I want to change my eating habits, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and I want to be
Only
more
one is good
confident.
enough. One is good
Okay.
enough. So very, very wonderful. And how about Asha ji? Anything? Because I can see you. I know you're walking, but if you would like to share.
Yes, I also want to change some eating habits, and I'm not getting angry
Yes,
anytime because I know that no use of getting angry. But then also, I feel that mm, I have to be calm and quiet from inside thoroughly. I am
that's what you want to
keeping
change.
myself. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what the next point that we are going to talk about. Thank you, Neena ji, and thank you, Asha ji, for, sorry, just by mistake, I unmuted you. But thank you, both of you. It's really wonderful. And very similar to that, even I would like to change sometimes, when I'm with my friends, I become unaware and I, sometimes out of the way, I would express something that might be, maybe it's so loud, or maybe, it is not good for everyone who hears that. Maybe they don't feel like that, but I feel, because now as I am in this meditative journey, people do tend to, judge me more, because they think that I'm into meditation journey, so I don't have the right to laugh loudly or this and that. But yeah, I also want to keep myself in check. That's what I want to do. So my change, this is what I want to. And also I want to also, do one more thing, eating habits. Like, as you know, sometimes we cannot resist certain food or items. So now the point is, we become angry when we do that. So when I say that I want to change my eating habits, or when I say, so Sheelam ji also has raised her hand, so let me also take her.
Atmavandan to all.
Atmandan Shilamji.
I think everybody needs change of, in every aspect as they start growing, older. My decision is to have more of mindset living, and also to increase my exercise level because of my leg pain. My walking has been very slow, and I feel it's not helping. It's only deteriorating me. So I really want to change that.
Yeah. So here, thank you, Sheelamji. Thank you again. Thank you so much. So, and here, Louis says that, when you want to change, you decide to change. You think in your mind that you want to change. But when you cannot change, when you feel that you are trying to do something, maybe, you are trying to put one drop of water in a big ocean, will that be worth it? That kind of thing that you want to do. So, when you decide to change, there will be things happening in your life that will actually affect everything in your life, your routine, your mindset, your body, everything. But then you don't have to be angry. When you become angry and when you give up, what is you are going to get? You are going to get the same thing back. So she says, make a decision to be willing to change. So make a decision to be is willing to change. If you really want to know how stubborn you are, just approach the idea of being willing to change. We all want to have our lives change, to have situations become better and easier. But we don't want to have to change. We would prefer that they change. So we want the change to happen. The others should change, but not us. And that is the resistance. That is the thing that we are so stubborn about ourselves or the things that we want to. We want to, even be it you, me, or anyone. If suppose the basic thing, we want to change the eating habit, but sometimes we cannot eat the same thing, same routine food that is healthy. We have put so much junk food in our bodies, and she says that we have put so much junk food in our body, and when we try to change, we say that I want to change, I want to change my nutritional habits. What do we do with a body full of junk food and toxins? Now when we are ready to change and we start eating healthy, the body starts flushing out toxins. So the first few weeks or months, we will not feel good, sluggish. We would feel, rotten inside, that, I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling okay. But that is the point that will happen, because there is so much negativity, negative energy, dense energy, or the toxins are there present there in your body, that when you try to change, the gunk, or whatever you say, the junk will come out. It can be negative thought process, it can be body, showing pimple signs or rashes, or maybe some body organs will be affected, and you might notice certain things. But that's the way of body releasing toxins, and that is where she says that you should be willing to change. You should accept, rather than sometimes the opportunity will come to you. They will knock at your door, because it will, when you said that I am willing to change, I am willing to change. So as you said, I am willing to change, you have given the universe that idea that yes, now you are ready to change. But are you ready to change? Are you still resisting? There will be people who will be coming into your life when you want that I am willing to change, and I want to be now, I want to have, higher vibrational people in my life. So those higher vibrational people, or people with good habits or good things, or something that you want in your life, when that starts coming in, are you ready to accept them? Sometimes you would judge that person. Sometimes you will judge that eating habit, or sometimes you will judge that food. Oh, I can't take it. I don't like it. I hate it. Or this is not the way I like. I don't. So, for example, maybe we are now, suppose, for example, there is a person who is there in our lives, but we don't like to live with that person. We don't like to enjoy with that person. We don't like to talk with that person. So once the change starts happening, or the change has been given to you, that opportunity comes to you, you will actually find those people. You have to accept those people who you don't like, who you don't accept, who you resist so much. So are you willing to change? Think about it. So when you are willing to change, when you give this, energy, or when you say this affirmation out loud, or when you say this affirmation inside your mind, and you really want to change, you have to change each and every habit of yours. You have to change each and every eating habit of yours. So very important. who you are, what do you want, why do you want to change, make it very clear, and then go out. So that is what, don't need to be stubborn. So she also said that she has been stubborn as well. She has a week of streak of stubbornness inside her as well. And so whenever she says that whenever I decide to make a change in my life, um, this stubbornness can come to the surface, and my resistance to changing my thinking is strong. I can temporarily become self-righteous, angry, and withdrawn. So what happens when we can't do? What do? We withdraw and we judge our own self. So she says that not to be judgmental about your own self, give that slack time to yourself, and also take your time. So she says that I know I'm hitting an important point of change. Every time I decide to make a change in my life, to release something else, I'm going even deeper into myself to do this. So she says, so this change, whenever it is happening, that is a call that there is something new going to change in my life. So when you are ready to change, it will actually bring change in a newer area of your life. So always that change will bring some good energy into you. But for that, you need not be resisting. You should accept and you should go with the flow, and you should help your own self. You should not be judgmental about yourself, or you should not be, self-righteous correcting to yourself. It's just helping. Okay, masters, 1 second. So very important, okay, everyone. So this is where she also says that if I try to hold on to the old belief system, it won't help me make that change. The more I know this is an important one for me to release, it is only by learning these things that I can teach others. It is my opinion that many real good teachers. So she also says, so there are many real good teachers. So the healers or teachers, even, sometimes when I am teaching here, when I'm, sharing any wisdom, some people do think, oh, has she gone through something? Has she gone? Yes, I have gone through many things. That's why I teach, because I've experienced. Without experience, I'm not talking. So whatever I have been speaking or teaching or sharing, I have been walking my talk, and that is very, very important, masters. So she says, in her opinion, there are many real good teachers that do not come from joyful households where all was easy. They come from a place of much pain and suffering, and they have worked through the layers to reach the place where they can now help others to become free. Most good teachers are continually working to release even more, to remove ever deeper layers of limitation. So this becomes a lifetime occupation. So many healers and many people who are teaching everyone else, basically what is happening, they are actually letting go of their limitations. So they are actually working on the deeper layers that are affected. We have to clear those limitations. So what happens now, this is a lifetime thing, lifetime healing that is happening. Okay, the main difference between the way I used to work at releasing beliefs and the way I do it now is that now I don't have to be angry and at myself in order to do so. I no longer choose to believe that I am a bad person, but just because I find something else to change within me. Excuse me. So that's what she says, that now earlier she would say how bad I am or how unworthy I am, but now she's not angry at herself, but now she is willing to change, and she knows that there's a deeper work that is going on. Now, she says about the third point, that is the house cleaning. Okay, let me share the slide here. So this is the third point, house cleaning. So in this house cleaning, she says that as you proceed with the house cleaning, sometimes there's a lot of mess in the house. What happens? Whenever there's a lot of mess in the house, the same way what you do, you go ahead and start the work or the cleaning from some place, at least from some place. Sometimes the house is such a mess that you can't figure out from where to start. Same happens with your mental thoughts. So sometimes there is so much clutter, so much, negative thoughts or patterns in your mind, or the way you do things, that this house cleaning has to happen. So start from somewhere. uh, Slowly and slowly you will find that once you start cleaning one part of the house, and then going back into the, like, going to another room, then going to another room, so very slowly you will actually clean everything. The house cleaning will happen. But are you ready to change? So yes, are you ready to clean the house? Are you ready to clean your mental rooms? That is what she's saying. So she says that this is a wonderful exercise called I am willing to change. So what you have to do is you have to affirm 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. So when you use this affirmation, so what she says that you have to touch your throat. She says with love, like touch your throat with love, or touch your throat with your hand and say, I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. So this affirmation has to be done with love, feeling, because most of the change happens in your throat. Why? Even when I talk about this change, it can be in the form of intuition. Intuition comes, it changes everything, right? Or when there is no intuition, or when your throat chakra is blocked, that is another change. What happens? So sometimes people do get hypothyroid or hyperthyroid. The metabolism also changes, right? So when you start affirming this, bring your hand to your throat and then say, I am willing to change. I am willing to change. And then when it happens in front of you, you start what you have to do. So, masters. Okay. Let me mute Sonanji. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay, no problem. 1 second, Sonanji. Okay, let me mute everyone.
मैंने भी बंद
Okay. So that is what I wanted to say. So this happens, masters, when this house cleaning you are doing. So take many things, like some I notice I need replacement or repair, and I get around to them as I can. So certain things. So in our mental thoughts, there are certain things that are old beliefs and patterns which you have to take out. And there are some certain old magazines, like in our house also. There are certain old magazines, yesterday's newspapers, old clothing that are no longer suitable for you. It's very similar to that, the same thoughts or the old patterns thinking, the old belief system, now they are not required anymore with you, because you are a changed person. You are on a different journey. You are on a different timeline now. You can't, like for example, there are caterpillars. Okay, you can see the life cycle of a butterfly. So when you see a butterfly, what do you see? Before the butterfly, what was that? It was a pupa. Before pupa, what was the body of that pupa? It was actually a big caterpillar, a healthy caterpillar, a fat caterpillar. But before that, it was a thin caterpillar, small caterpillar, and it was maybe in an egg. Slowly it came out of egg, and that egg basically, uh, when it burst, when it hatched, the caterpillar, very small thin caterpillar, came out. Now it started eating the leaves, whatever green stuff was there, that was with the leaves or flowers, that caterpillar started eating, and now it became the hungry caterpillar. After the hungry caterpillar, it became a fat caterpillar. It took lot of nutrients and lot of energy to grow. So once it grew and it became a fat caterpillar, what happened? It turned into a pupa. It became shorter. Now the skin is also becoming hard, and now it attached itself to a branch of a tree or plant, or and then it took that cover to go inside to transform. And after certain time, it again came out by eating its own cover. And then what came out? It, another insect, another transformed insect out of caterpillar. That was the butterfly, with antennae and nectar things that were there with wings. So now it was so delicate, so delicate. But the point is, now is the caterpillar the same butterfly, or the butterfly the same caterpillar? No. So as they say, the caterpillar cannot talk to butterfly, or the butterfly people cannot talk to the caterpillar. So have you ever thought who you are today? Basically, you were not that before. And will you be able to talk to certain person who was in your same shoes, just like you, who you were 10 years back, 20 years back? Would you now let any of that kind of person come to you at this time? Maybe you might have that same, love and compassion for that person. You understand that they are there where you were there 20 years back. So you should be compassionate. But are you going to be in that group? No, you won't be. Now you have a changed personality, you have a changed mindset, and you are on a different journey. So very similar to that, you cannot be angry and you should not feel angry at yourself. You are not a bad person. So the fourth point, the last point that comes is that there are many ways to change. So there is a no set method for that change. Everyone can change according to their own set of things or likings. So sometimes, for people, there are two sets of people that she tells. One is one set of people are raw food eating people, and the second one are macro. What she had mentioned. Let me find it out. One second. One second. Where is that? Give me a minute, masters. So she's talking about the nutritional thought process also. Yeah. So there are, for instance, she says the macrobiotic and the natural raw food diets are two totally different approaches. So the raw food people never cook anything, and they seldom eat bread or grains. So people who eat raw, they don't eat bread also, they don't eat grains, and they most of the time they eat raw food materials. But for people who are macrobiotic, so what they do, they use lot of salt, they are very much careful not to eat anything raw, and they cook all their food. So the macrobiotic, they cook all their food and they use lot of salt. So these are the two different kind of nutrition, the two different kinds of food cooking method or not cooking method. And people who are eating that, they are okay with that, and they are losing weight, they are becoming more healthy according to their choices. So she says that there is a no set way for for that change. That change that you are okay with, maybe that change is not good for somebody else, or they don't like that. But listen to yourself, what your body demands, what your heart demands, or what your mind demands. So that is the meaning that she says, that cleaning the mental house after a lifetime of indulging in negative mental thoughts is a bit like going on a good nutritional program after a lifetime of indulging in junk foods. They both can often create healing challenges. As you begin to change your physical diet, the body begins to throw off the accumulation of toxic residue, and as this happens, you can feel rather rotten for a day or two. So it is when you make a decision to change the mental thought patterns, your circumstances can begin to seem worse for a while. So she says, recall for a moment the end of a Thanksgiving dinner. The food is eaten and it's time to clean the turkey pan. The pan is all burnt and crusty, and so you put in hot water and soap and let it soak for a while. Then you begin to scrape the pan. Now you really have a mess. It looks worse than ever. But if you keep scrubbing away, soon you will have the pan as good as new. So it's the same thing with cleaning up a dried, crusty mental pattern. When we soak it with new ideas, all the gook comes to the surface to look at. Just keep doing the new affirmations, and soon you will have totally cleared an old limitation. So she says this exercise that I am willing to change. So she says, now take a mirror. So she says to everyone, now first go look in a mirror and say to yourself, I am willing to change. Notice how you feel. If you are hesitant or resistant, or just don't want to change, ask yourself why. What old belief are you holding on to? Please don't scold yourself. Just notice what it is. I will bet that belief has been causing you a lot of trouble. I wonder where it came from. Do you know? Whether we know where it came from or not, let's do something to resolve it. Again, go to the mirror and look deep into your own eyes, touch your throat, and say out loud 10 times, I am willing to release all resistance. I am willing. So now, with your throat, catching your throat basically in a very loving way, and go in front of the mirror and say, so like I'm saying to myself, I am willing to release all resistance. I am willing to release all resistance. So say this 10 times, masters. That is what they are saying. So when you say this, mirror work is very powerful. So just imagine, she says, if in the childhood times, we all must have been, spoken by an adult, and they must have shown this finger to us. Don't do this or don't do that. And it was basically they were looking into our eyes and mentioning all those things, how hurtful or how guilty we must have been feeling at that time. So don't make yourself feel this way when you look yourself in the mirror, masters. This is very important. Okay. So again, so she says that yes, from during the childhood days, we have received many of the negative messages from others looking us straight in the eye and perhaps shaking a finger at us. Whenever we look into the mirror today, most of us will say something negative to ourselves. So she says not to say anything negative to your own self, to look yourself straight in the eye and make a positive declaration about yourself. Maybe you can see your mirror and say, or like for me, I will say, Madhu, I love myself. Madhu, I love you. Or Madhu, you're doing such a wonderful job. Or Madhu, you are supported, you're guided, respected. Or Madhu, you are always taken care of. Madhu, you're at the right place at the right time. Say this in a loving way. Whatever you want to say positively, affirm for yourself in a very loving way, touching your throat, or maybe hugging yourself, seeing that figure, that reflection in the mirror. That will help. So, masters, here is the end of the session today. So, in the infinity of life, here it is. I'm going to share it all with you here. So, this is where the affirmation is written, masters, on the right hand side. Okay. Change is the end result of all true learning, basically. And the affirmation is, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose calmly and objectively to see my old patterns, and I'm willing to make changes. I am teachable. I can learn. I am willing to change. I choose to have fun doing this. I choose to react as though I have found a treasure when I discover something else to release. I see and feel myself changing moment by moment. Thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. So this is the affirmation that she wrote. And here are a few quotes that I found online. So I just took it here. So change versus transformation. So when the caterpillar is changing, we actually are talking about the caterpillar. But the transformation only happens with the butterfly masters. Remember. So this is a paradigm shift which we all have been missing. So when you want to change, the change meaning that you are still in that caterpillar state. So, but when you are transformed, when you have done the change, when you are completed affirming and you have completely transformed, you have become that butterfly. So, this is the paradigm shift that we all have to bring. So, this is what we most of the time miss. And the change is the essence of life. So, be willing to surrender what you are for what you could become. So, that is what is the end of today's class, masters. Thank you so much. And transformation will not happen in a day, masters. It will take time. So give yourself time, go with the process, and don't, make, I would say, preconceived ideas that, I won't be able to do it, or this won't happen, or it is difficult, or don't resist. Just go ahead with it, just like the food that you eat, nutritional diet when you take on a junk full of body, because you have eaten so much junk food for so long that it will actually take time to release all those toxins, right? So same way as the turkey pan, as you're scrubbing, it will give way to the nice pan, shining pan, but it will only come when you continuously scrub, meaning you have to continuously start your nutritional food diet. It should be always, not don't take the break. And very similar to that with meditation also, we have to understand that when you are meditating, don't leave your meditation practice even for a single day, because when you do that, what happens? These same things will happen. You will again go back to the square one from where you started. So don't give in to, I would say, junk food, laziness, or anything that is negative, or don't let your anger run away. Don't let it take your energy, precious energy that you earned while meditating. So thank you so much, everyone. Anybody wishes to share anything at this time? Um, anyone has anything to share or speak? or you want to share anything at this time, you can raise your hand, masters. Otherwise, we can go into meditation. Okay, then I don't see any hand raises. Let's go into meditation, masters. So take your time, drink some water before you sit into meditation, masters. So as we are going to start our meditation, masters, let us affirm with ourselves. So I ask you all to put your hands on your throat, or maybe, just hug yourself and say this to yourself lovingly, that I am willing to change. I am willing to let go of all resistance and ready to change. I am willing to let go of all resistance and ready to change. I am willing to let go of resistance and I am ready to change. I am willing to let go of all resistance and willing to change. I let go of all resistance and I'm willing to change. I am change. And as I proceed, I am transforming every moment. Moment by moment, I am transforming. So today, as I hold myself in my arms, as I hug myself, I understand that I am precious. I am lovable. I have always been lovable. I myself support my own self. When I love my own self, when I am satisfied and contented, when I understand that I am precious, I have good thoughts about myself. I create more positivity within myself. The mental clutter that I held earlier, the old beliefs or patterns that I held earlier, I am now willing to release all these old patterns, belief system, all those mindset, negative thought process or thinking. I release. I release with ease. I release all the disease that gave me uneasiness. And because of this uneasiness, because of the thinking that created in my mind, what I thought created that disease. So I am ready to forgive, let go, and release. So as I inhale deeply, masters, as I affirm with every breath, as I breathe in positive energy, golden energy. I breathe in love, unconditional love. I breathe in peace, happiness, joy, positivity, golden energy. And as I release my breath, as I release any heaviness associated with my organs, with my cells, with my thinking. I release dense energies from my body. I release old habits and addictions. I release anything that is bothering me. So again, as I inhale positivity. And as I release heaviness, pain, trauma, disease out through my breath. So affirm as you inhale and release as you breathe out. Affirm good things, positive things as you inhale and release anything negative, anything untransformed, anything stuck, bothersome, out through your breath, and ask to transform, transmute. So I transmute anything that I sent that was heavy, dense, negative, toxic, out through my breath, out through my body. Any energies that were released, I ask the universe to transmute this energy into positivity, golden energy. As I breathe in purity, sincerity. I breathe in peace and bliss. I breathe in love, happiness, joy. As I breathe in prosperity, abundance. And as I breathe out lack, and let it transmute into positive golden energy. I breathe out pain. I breathe out trauma, and let it again transmute into golden positive energy. As I breathe in, I am very much aware of each and every in-breath coming in and going out. As I breathe in peace and bliss, sincerity and tranquility. So now as I breathe in, I bring this wonderful breathing, loving energy of Mother Nature in the form of breath energy or life force energy into my system, into this human body. As I breathe in, I align myself with higher vibrational energy. As I am ready to change, I am willing to change, I bring in more opportunity with my affirmations. The universe, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Father Universe, everything around me gives me an opportunity to change, to help me transform, to help me get into higher vibrational energy. In the infinity of life, where I am with peace and bliss. I am with unconditional love, serenity, and tranquility. Wherever I am at the right place at the right time, with the right situations and right people, aligning myself with right energies, which are always changing to higher vibrational energies and taking me with them, with the higher vibrational energy group, circle, friends, people, situations. Wherever I am, I live with peace, love, happiness, and joy. Whatever I do it with love, with happiness. Wherever I go, I attract and magnetize opportunities, good happenings, miracles, good health, wealth, and abundance. I align myself with great knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I always connect with the masters who are higher vibrational, who are ascended masters, masters who are connected with Most High from the spiritual realm, angelic realm, and astral realm. I am always sent messages by my guides team, by my spiritual team, by my spirit team, involving my guides, animals, plants. I reveal the messages. I understand the messages. I am always loved and taken care. I always walk the path of truth and honesty, and I'm ready to change and bring this change in. I'm ready to release all kinds of resistance. Whenever this opportunity arises, I'm able to decipher that opportunity and work with it. So now, as we have affirmed, let us go deep, deep within. Breathe in and breathe out. So be it. So be it. And so be it. With all that we have affirmed, so be it. So be it. So be it. Breathe in and breathe out. And let the universe work its wonders on each and every one of us present here today. Let the magic begins. Let the miracle happen.
This is the pink salt recipe.
Let each and every breath be your guide, masters. As you proceed, as you begin your meditative, deeper journey, breathe in deeply and let go of your breath slowly, steadily. Focus between the two eyebrows. This is the place where your third eye exists. The light is within you. This light always guides you. Just inhale, exhale, and the light will work its way. my dear masters. Breathe in deeply and release your breath out softly and steadily. Take each and every breath very slowly. Use every breath to your advantage. Every second of the way, every breath is highly important. Takes you to deeper and more deeper. My dear masters, now very slowly, take your time and give gratitude to yourself. Slowly, steadily, come back into your body consciousness. Take a deep in breath, slow out breaths, and whenever you feel ready and comfortable, try to move your feet, your toes, try to wiggle your fingers, your hands. As you return into your body consciousness, feel your spine straightening, your neck and your head. Keep it straight. Take a deep in breath, masters, and very slowly unclasp your hands and fingers. Feel your toes, move your toes, and keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very slowly, you can open your eyes beneath your palms. Very slowly, whenever you are ready and comfortable, masters, you can let go of your hands and hug yourself again and say this to yourself, that I am love. Within me and around me is love. I love myself. I accept myself. I am ready to change and I'm already transformed now. I'm a transformed person. I'm a transformed, powerful individual. The power is me. The power is what I have. I am love. I am power. I am abundance. I am good health. I am every good thing. I am positivity. I am a miracle. Magic starts with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Gratitude, masters. Thank you, everyone. Anyone wishes to share their experiences, you can raise your hand, masters. Thank you so much, everyone. How was your experience, Pushpa ji? Okay, she left already. Okay, no problem. Okay, masters. So let us end the session, everyone. Whenever you feel comfortable, ready, try to come out slowly and steadily. No rush. Yes, Sonal ji. Yes. Namaskar.
नमस्कार मैम, आत्मवंदन,
Advandan.
आत्मवंदन ऑल मास्टर। चश्मा ले लूं पहले मेरे यहाँ,
Uh-huh.
चश्मे के कुछ खराब नहीं दिखता।
Yes, Sonal ji. Unmute yourself. Thank you so much, Neha ji.
आत्मवंदन मैम, आत्मवंदन ऑल मास्टर।
Advandan.
थैंक यू मैम। आज तो जैसे मेरा बैक दर्द कर रहा था दोपहर से, हील हो गया।
क्या बात है,
बहुत अच्छा होगा,
क्या
बहुत
बात।
अच्छा होगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। जब से आपने वो पढ़ना शुरू किया ना, हील योर लाइफ में देखी, उसके बाद से मेरा हील हो गया।
क्या बात है, अमेजिंग।
बहुत अच्छा लगा आज।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
3 दिन से मैं परेशान थी, इतनी बैक दर्द कर रही थी।
ओह वाओ।
आज अच्छा हो गया, थैंक यू।
आपको लग रहा होगा पहले क्यों नहीं बैठी मैं, है ना मैम, कहाँ थी।
सही में
नहीं, केवल मैम की बात नहीं है, बट एनर्जीज की बात है, हमारे खुद की एनर्जी की, हम अपने आप को टाइम दे रहे हैं, राइट?
ये भी बात सही है, ये बात सही है।
थैंक यू सोनल जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
So masters, anybody else has any experiences to share? Please do share, masters. Thank you so much, everyone. So if we are not ready to share at this time because we are into deeper meditative states, that's okay, I understand. Let's end the session then, masters, and stay blessed, stay happy, stay vibrant, and we'll meet tomorrow again. Till then, try to meditate together with the group energy. Try to meditate with your individual energy, with your individual self, and try to awaken everyone, teach meditation to everyone. So may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we all be abundant, prosperous, and joyful. Let us meditate together and also with our individual self. And let us also do our much needed inner work every day, masters. Thank you so much. Thank you. So wonderful, everyone. We'll meet tomorrow then. Thank you so much for all the masters who have written their messages. Thank you. Thank you so much.